Hi guys, I am doing a top 5 of 2011 video and let's get on with it. So my number 5 book is Beautiful Creatures by Margaret Stohl and Cami Garcia. And the reason why I like this book so much is not only because it was well written, it was also very unique in such a way that I have never read anything about casters before, and it's kind of different from all the supernatural books I've been reading recently. And I like that it has a southern twist to it because I got to learn a lot about American history. And it was interesting. It was never boring, and I thought that it was good that was told by the point of view of Ethan Waite instead of Lena, because then the book was not whiny at all, which I like, which I absolutely like. That is what I like about books that are told by male protagonists. In number 4, we have Shatter Me by Tahira Mafi. Shatter Me has a very, very unique concept I have never encountered. A supernatural girl in a dystopian society who can kill people with her touch. She thinks she's a monster. The only thing I didn't like about the book is that it was too whiny. It's told by the point of view of Juliet, and she talks about her feelings for this guy who she likes. She talks about her feelings a lot. Sometimes it's too much for me. At some point, I felt like it was too slow, the plot, but the end was phenomenal. I think that twist was crazy, and I thought it was genius. I wasn't expecting it at all. Third on my 2011 top 5 is An Abundance of Catherines by John Green. If you watched my book bunch, this is one of the best contemporary books I've ever read. I really, really like it. It was told in the point of view of Colin Singleton, and he has had 19 Catherines dump him. And that alone makes this book so interesting. It has such a good central idea that, it wasn't boring because it has a lot of math equations, but, the characters are quirky, they're funny, they're just awesome, and actually, when I have the time, when I've read everything I have on my shelf, I will definitely want to reread this book because it is awesome. In second place, we have two books. The first book is Divergent by Veronica Roth. This book is so fast-paced and so exciting. I love it. I really like Triss as a character. I thought that she was strong and brave, and she wasn't whiny, and I like that. I like that she went against everything that scared her, and that is very courageous of her. What I like the most about this, though, is the twist in the end, and I like the factions a lot. Concept of this book is really, really good. It's really fascinating, and this is actually a 2011 release. Good for me for having a 2011 book in my top 5. The second book in my number 2 is Beauty Queens by Libba Bray. If you watched my book bunch, I raved about it. I absolutely love that book. She had awesome characters, really, really good character development, and plot. The plot is just crazy good. I wasn't bored, and the writing style is super unique. If you haven't read it, you should definitely check it out because it is one of the best books I've read. It makes fun of how society sees beauty, and it talks about a lot of deep issues, which is surprising because it's about a bunch of beauty queens on an island. How could have Libba Bray possibly inserted all these deep issues there? But she did, and she did it exceedingly well. So props to you, Libba Bray, for doing such a good job. In my number 1 spot, I also have two books. The first book is, of course, everyone knows, The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. And it's not just this book, it's the whole series. I thought that the entire Hunger Games series was phenomenal, but This one is a standout for me. The plot was fast-paced, everything was so exciting, and the concept was just so well executed. It's just so different in so many ways. Suzanne Collins is one of the best writers I have ever encountered so far. She just tells a good story. The plot development, the character development, it's so good. I applaud her for this. The second book in my number one is Across the Universe by Beth Revis, and this is one of the best books I've ever read in my life. This just has so many mysteries, so many twists, and I wasn't expecting any of them. I like everything about this book. I absolutely love that it was told in 2 points of view, so you get to know everything that's going around what's happening. The writing style is superb. I have nothing bad to say about this book. For The Hunger Games and Across the Universe, I would give it a 10 out of 5 for both, because these books are just so unique and so amazing. Who thinks about leaving Earth? Who thinks about that? The concept is just amazing. The map of Godspeed itself is genius. Well, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'd like to know your top 5 as well. I will talk to you guys next time. Bye. The second book in my number one is Across the Universe.